about to win $1 million on this roll up the rim to win. Please play again. Every time, I swear, every time I roll up that rim, there's a little guy under there flipping me the bird. So here's the deal. This truck needed a new K&N filter because the one in there is pretty shot, all dirtied up. We ran up to AutoZone and grabbed a new K&N filter. Plus, a lot of you guys recommended on that video yesterday to get the Motorcraft filter, oil filter, because the aftermarket Wix filters don't compress the spring enough. Now, we don't know if that's true, but a bunch of you guys mentioned it, so we figured for the 32 bucks it costs to go get this filter, it's worth it just to swap it out and not take any chances. So thanks for that, we appreciate it, and we're gonna swap that one out. But here's that K&N filter. It is nasty. There's the new one, and Ryan already ordered another new K&N with the recharge kit off of Amazon, which will be here in a few days. But we grabbed this one while we were up there, and so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this one here, and we're kind of curious if we can soak it in Purple Power, because that's a degreaser obviously, and we are going to soak it overnight in there and then rinse it out and see if that cleans it. And of course let it dry before you put it back on. So this way he'll have 3 of them. He can swap them out whenever he wants if one's soaking to clean. But we're going to try that out and see what happens. Okay, like I said, on your guys' recommendation about these oil filters, some of you guys said that the aftermarket ones do not press the spring down. That spring right there, that the aftermarket ones do not press the spring down enough. So let me show you what we just found. So this here is the OEM filter. Right there we are at 6 3/4 is how deep that filter is. Okay? Now, where's that Napa filter? So remember, 6 3/4 how deep the OEM filter is. When you stick this down in there, it is, well, it's an 1/8 inch shy of 7.5. So that's almost an inch difference. So the well inside this Napa filter is almost an inch deeper than the OEM filter, which means that filter is not going to press that spring down as far as this filter will. See what I mean? So, like you guys mentioned in yesterday's video, or I don't know, this might not get up till tomorrow, but like you guys mentioned in the oil change video, the OEM filter is the only one that'll press that spring down enough. And you're exactly right. So there it is with the measurements.
Look at all the oil caked in there. This thing couldn't breathe at all.
That's steaming hot water and Purple Power.
Look at that.
That's some nasty, dirty water.
That's what was in my filter, champs.
Oh, you can look at it. It's all separating from the filter. Put it in there again. Let it soak overnight.
You might have to do this 3-4 times, especially filters that have not been done, like this one. We're going to check the oil in this rig.
And let that go overnight. Check it tomorrow. So stay tuned for that filter. I'll let you guys know how it turns out, that air filter. But to all of you that had some constructive criticism and some input on that oil change video yesterday, I can't even talk. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. For all you trolls that just wanted to come on there and talk shit, you know where you can go and how you can get there. But like I said, for those of you that, you know, told us about the correct oil filter and things like that, you guys are definitely right. We noticed a difference just pushing the new one on there. We felt it springing the cap up. We had to push the spring down and then start screwing the cap, and the one we put on yesterday was not like that at all. So I looked into it a little bit more, and it says, you know, when you're draining the oil on that truck, that you should unscrew the oil cap first, because that allows the spring to come up, which opens up the port and allows the oil to drop down into the pan, so that you get all the oil drained out properly. So it all makes sense now, it all ties in. So again, thank you guys very much, Ryan, and I greatly appreciate that help. We'll see what happens from here. Like I said, I'll keep you guys updated on the air filter scenario. I just got off the phone with Mr. Brian Shane. He called me about a project he is doing. I think a lot of you guys are you're really gonna like it. It's awesome. Don't go calling him and inboxing him and bugging him, because he's not gonna tell you anyway. But he will be making a video on it, on what he's gonna do. And for any of you guys, if you're not watching him for some ungodly reason, you definitely need to be. And he's got a cool project he's gonna start on. So stay tuned on his channel for that. And we'll see what tomorrow's hold. I'm sure tomorrow I'm gonna go down to Ryan's and check out the progress on that K&N air filter in the Purple Power. We'll see what happens. Like I said, I know I've heard a lot of guys in the past use different methods. We used to, they weren't K&Ns, they were like an off-market brand, but we used to soak them in hot water with Dawn dish soap overnight, and then rinse them out the next day and let them dry out before we put them back in the cars. And that's what we used to do. I don't know if you're supposed to do that, but we did it for years and never had an issue. It always worked fine, never did any damage to the filter or the engine. So we're going to try this out with this Purple Power and see what happens. But like I said, I'll keep you guys updated. As always, guys, be somebody.